Mega Houndoom is extremely underused, but I think it's a great Pokemon. But first, let's break it down. Houndoom gets the ability Solar Power, and what Solar Power does is it boosts Houndoom's special attack by 50% when the sun's active, but in return, it loses 1/8 of its HP per turn, essentially meaning that Houndoom really wants to be in the sun so it can get the most out of its damage. But there's another Mega in the meta right now that also really wants to be in the sun, and that's Mega Charizard Y. Now, Houndoom and Charizard's main way of getting damage across is using Heat Wave. The only difference between the two is that Charizard's able to self its own sun with Drought, which basically allows you to press Heat Wave first turn and still do a lot of damage, even without Charizard having Solar Power. But the thing is, if you do give Mega Houndoom a few turns to set up, it actually does become a bigger threat than Charizard Y. Comparing both their stats, Mega Houndoom actually outspeeds Charizard Y, and even though Charizard Y has high special attack on paper, once Solar Power is activated, Houndoom ends up doing more damage than Charizard Y as well. Now again, Solar Power does reduce Houndoom's HP by 1/8 every single turn, and Houndoom itself isn't very tanky, so using it is quite risky, but Houndoom doesn't disappoint. I was actually surprised by its damage, and it's sort of funny because I don't think people expect Houndoom to hit as hard as it does, but under the sun, Houndoom basically eviscerates everything. And obviously there's other Pokemon that want to be in the sun, like Mega Pyro and Mega Chandelure, but Mega Houndoom outdamages all of them, even with Mega Pyro having Fire Main, and essentially the same bulk, so Houndoom is really slept on. For its moves, we have Heat Wave, Snarl, Protect, and Solar Beam, and we're going to be running it alongside Whimsicott, and our Whimsicott does have Sunny Day and Tailwind, just to give a bit of extra support to Houndoom. Now, one problem this lead has is Fake Out, because Houndoom really wants to use Protect first turn, while Whimsicott sets up Sunny Day. But if our opponent ends up using Fake Out onto Whimsicott, the whole strategy gets heavily disrupted. So if we see a Fake Out user on the opposing team, we're going to bring Serena, because Serena has the ability Queenie Majesty, and what that does is it stops priority moves from affecting us. So if our opponent has Incineroar, what we'll do is send out Serena along with Whimsicott, use U-turn with Serena, go into Houndoom while Whimsicott safely sets up Sunny Day, and after that we can use Tailwind and spam Heat Wave. Here's the full team, but the main course is going to involve Garchomp and Sneasler. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let's get to the matches. Okay, so we're fighting a Rain team, and our opponent has Raichu and Incineroar, so two potential Fake Out users. So what I'm thinking is we send out Whimsicott and Serena to block Fake Out, and for the back we have Houndoom, and we'll bring Sneasler. I think that's cool. With us having Sunny Day, it'll be hard for them to set up the Rain because we could just keep on spamming Sunny Day. So I think this matchup is actually fine. They send out Whimsicott and Raichu. Okay. Again, they can't use Fake Out here. Normally I would use Sunny Day first turn, but because Whimsicott's here and it's gonna use Tailwind, I don't want to be vulnerable to Encore because if they use Tailwind, they'll be faster than my Whimsicott, and then yeah, they'll probably use Encore. So over here we'll use Tailwind, and with Serena we'll use U-turn onto Whimsicott. They swap out Raichu and go into Pelipper. That actually works, that works. Next time we can use Sunny Day. There's our Tailwind, and they also use it as well. U-turn, and we go into Houndoom here. Okay, obviously Pelipper won't go down to Heat Wave because it does resist, but I want to say it does decent damage. I mean, Pelipper isn't completely tanky, so I want to say that Heat Wave does 50% at least, but we'll see. Okay, over here we Sunny Day, Mega, and Heat Wave. This is probably the first Mega Houndoom that our opponent's probably seen ever. Like, Pokemon Champions has been out for, I mean, like, I don't know how many months now, but I don't think I've ever fought a Mega Houndoom before, ever. So, people are probably shocked to see it. Heat Wave. Woo! Pelipper takes a hefty amount of damage. That's way over 50%. Nearly KOs it. Weather Ball to Houndoom. I don't think it should do much here. Yeah, it doesn't. I suppose we just use Moonblast onto Pelipper and we use Heat Wave again. Pelipper goes down. Does Heat Wave miss here? Wait, no shot, no shot. It actually did. It did. Really? Why does it always miss when you need it to hit? Always. It always does that. That and Rock Slide. And also Muddy Water. Muddy Water is the worst one. Muddy Water is the worst culprit of that. Whenever you need Muddy Water to hit, it never does. Never does. Okay, what I'm going to do is Moonblast, Raichu. Swap out Houndoom because Solar Power will KO Houndoom here. And Raichu's going to use Fake Out. So I'd rather preserve Houndoom here. They finally Mega. No Fake Out. They just straight up use Focus Blast. Maybe suspecting Serena. Moonblast. Does a lot of damage to Raichu there. They also use Moonblast. Onto Sneasler. But we do take it. And both of our Tailwinds are gone here. I think what we do is we use Tailwind and It's likely that Raichu uses Protect, so I'm gonna Diaclaw to Whimsicott. Could be a bad play, but I think he uses Protect. Whimsicott uses Protect. What? Okay, so does Raichu, I was about to say, that must have been the biggest, like, read in Pokemon history. But Raichu also used it. Okay, over here we go with Moonblast onto Raichu. And we'll use Diaclaw onto Raichu as well. Yeah. They use Tailwind, completely fine. Either way, Raichu goes down this turn. Diaclaw. Raichu's left the chat. Moonblast. And I think Whimsicott goes down here. It doesn't. Okay. 18% left. Sun's gone, but the match is basically done from here. We'll just use Moonblast and Diaclaw again. And yeah. They send out Rotom. And they forfeit the match. Mega Houndoom actually performed well. Let's get into the next match. Well. Paris Trap. Can I even beat this? Like, can I beat this? Okay, well, we definitely send out Serena to stop Fake Out from Incineroar. And I think in this case, we send out Garchomp because Gengar is weak to ground. And then for the back, we'll bring Whimsicott and Houndoom. I think that works. Does it? I don't know. Fighting Paris Trap is always annoying. It's Gengar and Sableye. Not Incineroar. I mean, like, I assume Sableye has Fake Out as well, probably. Okay, we're gonna Triple Axle onto Gengar. And we're gonna Stomping Tantrum as well. There's a decent chance that this is Double Protect and then disable Sableye. If it is, we're cooked. Okay, they Mega. They use Reflect, no Protect here. And they use Parasong. Okay. Do we KO Gengar here? Do we do it? Stomping Tantrum. Does a lot of damage to Gengar. Serena, please don't miss Triple Axle. Don't do it. Triple Axle. It hits. Oh my days, this is a bulky Gengar. How bulky is that? Jeez. They also have Reflect as well, but I mean, still. I suppose we use U-Turn onto Sableye and Rock Slide. Yeah. I think this is cool. Okay. They swap out Sableye and go into Incineroar. Okay, to be fair, maybe I should have swapped out Serena because having Queen Majesty to stop Fake Out would have been good there. Well, it's too late now. You turn onto Incineroar. Doesn't do too much. We'll go into Houndoom. Okay, what can we do here? I think we Mega and we use Heat Wave. And with Garchomp, we just use Rock Slide. They're going to use Parting Shot here, but nothing I can really do. Yup, they swap out Gengar. And go into Sableye. Let's see what we can do with Houndoom without the sun. Rock Slide. Oh my days, I missed someone. There was a pause. Really? Really? Because the thing is, we could have flinched Incineroar there. We could have. Heat Wave. Misses Incineroar. Okay, this is sort of rough. I mean, like, it wouldn't have done that much, but still rough. Yeah, Parting Shot. You will never guess who they're about to send out here. You will never guess it. Okay, we're going to use Heat Wave and Rock Slide. Okay, hopefully this doesn't miss anyone here. Gengar uses Protect. Absolutely fine. Light Screen. Sableye goes down to Rock Slide. I didn't actually expect that. Was that a crit? It was. Okay, you know what? I am taking that. Garchomp goes down to Parasong, but it's not his job. Okay, I think we go into Serena here to stop Incineroar using Fake Out. And then Heat Wave. They go into Politoed. Okay, well, over here we use Snarl. And we Trop Kick Politoed. Yeah. This should do good damage. I think we can win this. I think we can. Gengar uses Disable. It doesn't work. Did they try to disable Serena? I don't know. Houndoom might go down here to Weather Ball, but you know what? It knocked out Gengar, so big up Houndoom. It actually survived. It actually survived. Mad. Serena channels her inner Sanji. Okay, over here we Protect with Houndoom. We swap Serena into Whimsicott. Okay, wait, hear me out, hear me out. We Sunny Day, and then Heat Wave. Just to see how much it does. Politoed uses Protect. Flare Blitz onto Whimsicott. Doesn't even bring us down to the slash because of the rain. Okay, yeah, over here we use Heat Wave. And we Sunny Day. We're doing it, we're doing it. I want to see how much Houndoom does. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Heat Wave doesn't miss anyone. Okay, to be fair, I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but you know what? I don't care. Houndoom still did its thing. They used Perisong again. I mean, like, we stole Serena, so I think we win. Over here, we just U-turn onto Incineroar, and we Moonblast it as well. Yeah. Proto uses Protect. What? How did we does have the Bright Powder? What? Wait. I am lost for words. I am lost for words. Do we just lose? Hang on. Proto can't kill Serena. Can it? Can it kill Serena? With Weather Ball? This is probably a bulky Politoed. Instead of uses Protect, they use on. They didn't even try to even target me. What? Did they forget that they Perish trapped themselves? I mean, we just win. No? Is that not how Pro Song works? Well, like, now we win. Right, okay, you go down and then so does Incineroar, no? I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened. Bro, you know, WWE, like, you know Seth Rollins? When he cashed in, and then he won the title and then ran away. That's how I feel right now. That's literally how I feel. If you've never seen WWE, then you wouldn't know. But if you've seen it, you obviously know what I'm talking about. That was a weird match. That was probably the weirdest match I've ever played in history. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Raichu and Sneasler here. Okay, we bring Serena, Whimsicott, Houndoom, and for the last slot, we bring Sneasler. I think this works. Okay, they send out Aerodactyl and Sneasler. Over here, we'll use U-turn onto Aerodactyl because it probably has the Sash. And yeah, we just use Sunny Day here. Do we survive Dual Wing Beat with Whimsicott? My Whimsicott isn't bulky, so I think we go down. These Tailwind, okay, no Dual Wing Beat. Diaclaw. We survive. No status, no status, no status. Okay, no status. I don't think anyway. Okay, yeah. And there's U-turn onto Aerodactyl. Now we're going to Houndoom, and we just use Heat Wave and Tailwind. Oh, this is actually Mega Aerodactyl. I don't think Houndoom takes a Rock Slide here. I don't think it does, so this actually is quite dire. They use Quick Guard to stop Encore, but we don't have it. That actually would have been a good play, though. We do use Tailwind. Rock Slide. Mrs. Whimsicott, not a Houndoom. We survived this. We actually do. We do. Okay, we use Heat Wave. Doesn't miss anyone. Sneasler gets one shot. And Aerodactyl nearly does as well. We did 84% to Aerodactyl. Big damage. Okay, in comes in Garchomp. I'm going to swap Houndoom into Serena. And Moonblast onto Aerodactyl. I'm only swapping it out because I want to preserve Houndoom's HP. And there is a chance that we can use Triple Axel onto Garchomp. Rock Slide. Does KO Whimsicott, but Serena takes it. Earthquake as well. Serena's brought down to the yellow, but we do the Citrus, so we'll be into the green. Okay, over here, I think we go into Sneasler. And we use Fake Out onto... I want to Fake Out onto Aerodactyl, because I think what happens here is they use Dual Wing Beat onto Serena. Well, either Serena or Sneasler. But I think what they do is they protect and then Earthquake. So I think we read it and we use Fake Out into Garchomp. I don't know, this could backfire. I mean, like, at the same time, this could be double protect. And if it is, I think we're just cooked. I think we're just cooked here. But let's see. No protect from either Garchomp or Aerodactyl. It is Dual Wing Beat. Okay, I should have used Fake Out onto it, but it is what it is. They don't have Tailwind anymore. Okay, can Houndoom clutch up here? I have faith in you, Houndoom. What we're going to do is we're going to Heat Wave and CC onto Garchomp. Houndoom. If there was ever a time to hit Heat Wave, this is the time. This is the time. Close combat. Gets Garchomp down into the yellow. Heat Wave. Houndoom doesn't miss anyone. I think we actually brought it back. Houndoom and Sneasler putting in generational work here. They send out King Gambit, and then like we just Heat Wave and we CC. I think that should be the match. Sucker Punch onto Houndoom. It goes down. But yeah, I think CC here cleans up. Do they have the Topple? They don't. They have the Sash. Does Sucker Punch KO Sneasler? It very well could do. We are at -2. It doesn't, okay. Overall, I think Houndoom is actually a good Pokemon. The only bad thing about it is the bulk, and obviously Solid Power reducing his HP every single turn. You know what? Let me guys know how you'd buff Houndoom in the comments if you had the chance to. And I'll see you in the next one.